Hey, come on in. It's Porch, Settin Sunday. It's another day and another chance to sparkle. To keep a sparkle in your eye and a sparkle in your heart because it makes you beautiful. Hello. Hope y'all have had a good week. Hope you enjoyed your week. Let me show you the mountains before I forget. The sun is on the horizon down there. I had to wait till it cooled off. See the sun peeking through right there? I'll show you the mountains way up high. I think we're going to have an early fall, y'all. I'm hoping we have an Indian summer, but I really think we're going to have an early fall. And the reason I'm thinking that is because of all the rain that we're having. We are having so much rain that well, let me find y'all a place. So much rain that it's not funny. Y'all like the color of my hair? I mean, I colored it a lavender color. I'm just playing with it. I took some conditioner that was purple and put in it, and it grabs the color a little bit, and I kind of like it. My husband don't like it, and that's why I think I like it the best. But no, I like it. It makes me feel sassy. Y'all got your coffee, your tea, or whatever you want to drink? I am enjoying my coffee today. I've had so much coffee that I feel like I'm gonna fly away. Not really. Let me show you some of the flowers on my porch. I have, of course, my mother-in-law's tongue. I hope y'all can see that. Right here, my mother-in-law's tongue. By the way, my husband built this table for me, and I think he done a really good job. And I have these, I don't remember what they're called, but they are so pretty. And then, oh, I don't know what that thing's called. And then I have this, I don't remember what it's called, but it's a succulent. And it has really flourished. It was real little, and I put it in this big old pot, and now it's filling that pot. And I'm taking it in come winter because I want to enjoy it in the house. But anyway, there we go, and here's a screen down on my porch that they took out to put the air conditioner in the window, and they have not, they can't put it back until later. But anyway, look at the little doggy over there. Okay, so there's the flowers on my porch, and I got my little, isn't he a cutie? I think he's a cutie. I put him right here in front of, he's losing some paint. So, I hope I didn't make y'all sick. I just don't even think nothing about moving around here, and it's making y'all dizzy as all get out. So, anyway, let's let you down just a hair. Just a hair, just a hair. So you can see me here. I still got my light back here, only it's not doubled now. The wind blew it over and broke it, so I only got part of it. But part's better than none, right? Yes. Okay, let's get into our story. I wanted to tell you a story about premonitions. Does anybody ever get premonitions? If they do, leave them in the comment section below. When I was pregnant with my third child, Rainey my husband, was off work at that time. I can't remember if they were striking. I think they were striking. And this one particular day, it was on a weekday when there was school in, because my son was in kindergarten at the time. Lord, he used to come home and tell me some of the things. He would come home, he could ride his bike to school because I could watch him all the way there and all the way back, because the school was just hop, skip, and a jump below us. So anyway, one time he come home, I sent him to school, and it wasn't 2 seconds It seemed like 2 seconds. It was longer. But here he come back, and he come in the house, and I said, "What are you doing home?" And he said, "Oh, the girls is making brownies today, and the boys don't gotta go." I said, "Oh, yes, they do, too." And here I was, almost 9 months pregnant, and had to walk him back to school. But anyway, I digress. Let me tell the story I was starting to tell. Anyway, he had went to school. I'd sent him to school that morning. And I had my oldest daughter home with me, which she was only about 3 years old, I think. Yeah, she was 3 or 4 at the time. I think closer to 4. Well, yeah, she had just turned 4. So she had just turned 4 April the 12th. And anyway, so my husband that day, he had been on, they have to go to work. I'm watching this huge bird. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. Anyway, he had went every day to the picket line. They had to go as if they were going to work, and stand on the picket line or sit on the picket line or do whatever they do on the picket line. And there was this one day he had off. Well, he was going to go fishing that day, and I don't know why, but that morning I got up and I just felt like, no. I was never a clingy wife. I didn't care where he went or when he come back, he just wasn't one to really go a lot anyway. If he went, he always took his family with him. But this day in particular, he did not want me to go because where we had sent our son to school, and he didn't know how long he was going to be gone. And I said, well, let's pick him up early because I'm going to go to Imogene's. Now, Imogene was his sister, and she lived where he was going to go fishing. And I said, you can drop me off there and then go on fishing. No, you stay home. And I was never clingy. I never would tell him, no, you're not leaving me home. I love being home. I loved being home with my kids. I enjoyed it. And because I loved to clean house back then, that was when I was young, and I loved to clean house, and if my house was not in perfect condition, I did not want to leave. Well, anyway, I just took a hold of his hand, and I begged him not to go, and I was pulling him and saying, please don't leave me. I don't know why, but something, I don't feel right. He said, are you in pain? Are you, he thought, well, maybe you're going in labor. And I said, no, I'm not in any pain. I just got a premonition that something's going to happen. And this was back when you didn't have a cell phone where you could call and say, hey, I need you to get home stat or right now. But anyway, I just begged to him, and he still went on. Most men wouldn't, but he did. And that was the only day that, and I understood it because I understand it now. At the time, I was really PO'd at him, but it was the only day he got to go because he had to go. They had a schedule where when it was their turn to go to the picket line, not all the men would go at once. They would go in shifts, like their work shifts. They would have to go like it was a work day. So he had that day off and didn't have to go in. So, and he was going fishing with his nephew. So he went. Well, Rebecca laid down to take a nap, and I was sitting watching TV, and at that time I was into soap operas, and I was watching As the World Turns or Days of Our Lives or something. But anyway, it wasn't time for my son to come home from school, so it couldn't have been Days of Our Lives. It's the one that comes on at 1 o'clock at that time, which was back in the 80s. And so I was sitting there, and the last thing I remember, I was watching that soap opera, and I fell asleep. When I woke up, I felt like, oh my God, I got to go to the bathroom so bad, I can't hardly stand it. And Rebecca had not yet woke up, thank God. She was still asleep on the couch, and I fell asleep on the couch with her. And so I got up to go to the bathroom, and I heard pop. I mean, I could hear it go like that. And when that happened, I didn't feel anything, you know. I felt okay. No pain, no nothing, but I just wondered, what in the world was that? And when I went to the bathroom, I looked down and there was blood everywhere. I mean, there was so much blood, I could not believe it. I didn't have a telephone, no way to get a hold of anybody, so I had to walk to an acquaintance down the road, which seemed like it was for miles. But I had to wake Rebecca up. But our landlord lived next door, and I knew he had a phone. And so I went to the door, and I knocked on the door, and their door was open. His wife was a school teacher. He worked in the coal mines. And I knocked and knocked and knocked, and nobody answered. But the screen door was the door that was, you know, every door was open except there was a screen door. And I just kept knocking, and I even hollered, Mr. Lohr, and nobody answered. And I could see the phone, and I started to go on in and use the phone, and I thought, no, I better not, because I don't want them to think I'm breaking in their house or something. But so I didn't. So I told Rebecca, I said, come on, we got to walk to Eunice's. So we went to Eunice, and by the time I got there, I'd used a diaper for, you know, to catch the blood. By the time I got there, I had blood running down my legs. I was hemorrhaging. So she hurried up and got me. She told her boys, she said, one of you go and pick up Lorraine from school, bring him here, and let her, she had a daughter, said let her watch him. One of you take off and go and find Rainey. He's in the river. And she said, where's he at in the river? I said, he was supposed to launch at Christian. And y'all hear the train a-comin'. It's coming round the bend. And I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Well, I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Every time I hear the train, I think of that song. But anyway, so she gets one of the boys to go find Rainey my husband in the river. Well, she called, Eunice stayed with me and called my father-in-law and mother-in-law, and they come and took me to the hospital. Well, rain beat us to the hospital. My father-in-law drove so slow I didn't think he's ever going to get there, and my mother-in-law telling him, Mason, you're going to have to go a little faster, she is hemorrhaging. And I lost 1.5 pints of blood, or 2 pints of blood, I don't remember, but it was over 1 pint of blood by the time I got to the hospital. But that was my premonition, and I haven't had any more premonitions like that since, and thank God I haven't. I don't like getting those feelings. I don't know about you, but I do not like getting those feelings. So, but I just wondered if anybody had any premonition. These bugs get off of my flower. The bugs are eating my flowers up. What can I do for them, y'all? But anyway, if anybody's had any premonitions, let me know about them down in the comments below. I just wondered if everybody gets, I think mothers especially get premonitions. What say you all? Anyway, I hope y'all have a good day. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. I hope you've enjoyed your Sunday all day today. And I hope you'll come back and see me on Tuesday. I have to have a procedure done on Tuesday, so I am going to be late doing a video. I may do a get ready with me video early that morning, and if not, I'll do some other kind of video. So, who wants to see the train? Do you want to see the train? I grew up beside of a railroad track. Trains going by all day, all night, all different times of the day. So, and then when we moved everywhere I have lived, there's been a train. So let me show you the train. Can you see just little bits of the train? Well, where is it at? Right there. See it? See the train? I'm pretty far back here on the mountain, but there's the train. The locomotive is going up through there, but there's the train. Let me see, right there's the train, and it's pretty long. They're usually pretty long, but anyway, it'll come back out completely. Those cars, whoops, those cars right there will be completely full of coal when it comes back out. So y'all have a wonderful Sunday. Come back and see me on Tuesday, and keep me in your prayers. I'm going to be having a procedure, and it's not well, it's kind of invasive. It's not surgery or anything. It's a procedure where they're going to be sticking a needle in my back, and because I'm having so much pain in my lower back, and it's giving me so much pain down my right leg and sometimes my left one, but mostly my right one, clear into my ankle, even makes my toes hurt. And so last night I did not sleep real well, and they're going to be using steroids and putting directly into my back. Now my L5 and the L4 and L5 is damaged and compressing a nerve. So yeah, so y'all keep me in your prayers, that the doctor doesn't hurt me too bad. I dread it. So I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and if you enjoyed this story, give me a thumbs up. Share me around. So I want to travel. You're the only way I'm going to get to. So I love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye. Don't forget, at the end of every storm is a beautiful rainbow, and you're mine. Bye.